I will. Boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Good morning. Good morning. What's up, guys? Bolt update. What's you, man? What's you, man? Wait, did you say something earlier? No. Been seeing some stuff about some girl talking shit. Yeah, you're probably talking about talking options. She tends to talk shit about every single person there is. And then she says that she's gonna give us 20K if we show proof of profits. I don't care. It doesn't matter, man. I am over the flame. There's a few channels that completely just keep making more videos about how I'm fake. Well, you know, a scam or something. I mean, you do you guys. Figure it out for yourself. Okay. I think the 3 channels was like Is Forex, F4X, and Talking Options. They just keep making videos about me. It kind of makes me wonder why they keep going after, why they just keep making more videos about me. You know, you talked about it once, that's enough. You should have been able to get your point across in one video. I think it's just a clickbait thing, but that's all good. They do them, I do me. You do you, and there'll be better days. That's the song that's playing, by the way, guys. It's called Better Days. It's one of those weeks, boys. It's one of those weeks where, you know, you fucked up. Yeah, it's just for views. Yeah, that's fair. How's the stream going here? I'm getting some dropped frames. Hopefully we're not too bad today. My upload is garbage right now. Monday they're coming in, Monday morning. So one more stream, you guys will see that is terrible, and then we're good. Yeah, one of those weeks for me, guys, where I made a couple mistakes. You gotta take responsibility of your mistakes and move forward. It's okay though, my girlfriend still woo-woos me from downstairs. She's screaming up. I wish I could get like more rap music. If you guys know, yeah, this music, people telling you not to trade Fridays. I think Fridays are fine. Mondays are your bad one. This music is my friend, yeah, Shay Ponzio. It's two Shay, S-H-A-E, and Ponzio, probably exactly how you would think I'm saying it. If you guys know any like rappers that are just like decent rap music that I can put their music in the song or in the video, that would be cool, because I want to just have like opening up music to kind of hype up the stream. And I'll gladly, you know, give them a shout out there every single time. Good morning, that's my face. If you guys missed me, this is my face. We got the Starbucks here this morning because we ain't getting no sleep anymore. There's no time for sleep when you're I don't know. Whatever you want to call me. Woke. Douchebag. Professional World of Warcraft critic. Whatever you want to call me. No time for sleep. Yo, sleepy. Cool. Cool. Friday today. Not the end of the month. Next week is the end of the month. Let's see here. Breakdown. No, 2 more weeks. Okay. We got 2 more weeks in this month. So far, this month has been a little bit funky for me. It's been about flat. It's been about flat. Nothing crazy, but I think that's gonna turn around, and we're gonna be making big old profits coming into the next week. Cool. Ignore this one. Ignore that, because that is a heavy ass drop. We're seeing the highs. Oh my god, look at that reversal. Okay, so guys, I think, what am I thinking? If you guys can guess what I'm thinking, I'm gonna do, I will send you one virtual high five. No, I will fly to you and give you a high five if you can guess what I think I'm gonna do for next week. Okay, I'm not reading what you guys are saying. I'm just kind of talking to myself on stream, aren't I? Hunter, what do you think about people that say you shouldn't trade on Fridays? I see no reason not to trade on Fridays except for NFP Fridays. NFP Fridays are very volatile, and you want to wait until after the NFP because things are a little bit wonky. Am I late for the stream, or has it gone offline? Yeah, I might be dropping frames. Hopefully it's not too bad. I've lowered my quality. I've lowered my quality, so hopefully for today and tomorrow, today and Monday, the stream is good. Talk about sniffing coke. Oh, thinking about sniffing coke, yeah. Alright, so yeah, stream's acting up again. It's bad, dude. It's getting worse. Look at this. Speed test. I ran it and the upload didn't even run. It didn't even try to do anything. I wonder if what if I close out some of my other things here? Just close out everything, maybe. Okay, it's getting 1 now. Let me close out this guy. Let me just close it all. That entire... Okay, we're getting 2. Look at this. This is garbage. It should be 25. I'm paying for 25. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna react to Wicks Don't Lie one day. How many trades did you make a day when you started? When I started, like 100, dude. I just kept trading. Anytime somebody told me to do something, I was just like, yes, okay, I'll do that. And I just moved all my money around. Everything on one coin, because I was trading crypto. Every single time, I would just bounce back and forth. Damn it, dude. Why has the stream gotta be like this? 55% frames dropped. It's not the Ethernet cable. It's not nothing. There's nothing wrong with any of it. I have all brand new shit, and it was working fine. And now it's just not. So the technician's coming in Monday to do something. I don't know. I've hard reset everything. Yeah, stop downloading. I don't think it has anything. It's not. It's upload speed though. The download is fine. The download is perfectly fine. It's at like 300 or so. Okay, cool. So guys, what I'm gonna do, since nobody really guessed it, on Monday, I think I'm gonna try one of these small account flips. I did a $1,000 account when I first started on YouTube, and you know, I was early onto YouTube. It was maybe a few months back. I think we can do better. Streaming with 4K? No, I'm streaming with 720 right now, and I can't handle it. I think we can do better, and I think I'm gonna start with $100, and I think we're gonna try to flip it big time. We're gonna kind of just join in on, you know, there's other people that are also doing this type of thing, the flipping accounts. I'm gonna see if I can do it. I'm not gonna go crazy high leverage. I think 5% per trade should be good. 5% per trade, so it'll be 5 times as much as what I normally risk, and then we'll see if we can flip it. I think the blonde trader's eating my bandwidth. It's the upload, man. So unless she's been uploading something for a week, that's taking up everything, right? It's really weird. I don't know. I have IT background and I don't really know what's going on. It's just the upload, and I'm not uploading anything anywhere. So I don't know. I've barely any bandwidth even going on right now, except the only thing that's running is the stream. The throttling my upload. Yeah, I literally just upgraded like a couple weeks ago, and it was running at 25. Cool. Guys, let's look at a chart maybe. Let's see where that's lining up. It's not quite lining up there. We could come down, retest this zone here. Let's see the 5 minute here. This does look like it's going to jump off of this cliff, right? Doesn't it? But I'm not sold on it yet. We're in an uptrend for the day. It would be it's usually pretty odd for after the London session for the trend to change. This is uncommon. So if it does happen, this is a rare case. So we generally don't really want to go with the rare cases, right? We generally would want to follow this. At the same time, you don't really want to be longing a big drop like that, I would think, unless you're seeing this low time frame trend change, this confluence on the lower time frame, then you can get back in. But this isn't anything that we would want to jump in on quite yet, because that's such a massive candle. We'd want to wait for higher highs here, and then you're getting in late. So I think the best course of action would be, if you're trying to long this, would be look for something like this, right? Sweeping these lows and then going for the rally there. That's what I would do if I was trying to long this for the day, and seeing if that sweeps. But there's also a good chance if it does break down and actually closes below this area, I would say it's coming all the way back down here, and then you might be fair to get into a short, depending on the situation. Obviously, I can't really project in the short term as for a short right now. All right, so a triple top for EU. This is not a triple top, and if it was a triple top, then I would expect it to go higher. Fun video idea, account with 100,000. That's what I asked the Discord. I was like, do you guys want a huge account, or do you want a small account, like $100 or $100,000? And people said it's gonna be better for $100. That's what I asked them. I don't know, you guys can give me your opinion too. New York is reversal. New York Open can cause reversals, but it's rare for it to happen after the New York Open. The New York Open's been open for 3 hours, my man. The volume is dying. It is dying hard already, right? So this is a little bit on the edge because it started reversing exactly on the London close, right at 8, right? But yeah, New York, yeah, I say this all the time, my man. Erkin, this is actually something I'm actually commonly teaching. Generally, we're going to be following the continuation on the New York, but if it does reverse, it's going to happen generally in the London-New York overlap. It's rare for it to happen after that overlap, but it can still happen. So if we do see the close below here, then I'd be satisfied getting in that long. I'm not quite satisfied because the 15-minute still shows quite bullish trend, and you could easily bounce off of this, right? So if you did want to short, if you did have that short-term bias, your only entry is right here. Your only entry, do not enter, if you did want to get into that short, that would be your trade. Right? If you were sold, this would be your trade. You can move it forward slightly right there. That would be the trade. Personally, I don't follow. Okay, so this is what I would be doing, right? Okay, so this is my logic. I don't counter trend trade for the day unless one case. There's only one case I will ever counter trend change, and this is so damn powerful that it's actually a better strategy than my trend trading. Is I will look for previous swing highs, key swing highs, important swing highs. So previous day's high, the week's high, something like this, right? Or lows, doesn't matter. And then we sweep the level and then print the reversal. We can sweep it on a higher time frame, but you'll notice we didn't sweep nothing, right? We didn't make a new high even attempt. So this is nothing. This could continue up for another leg. It could simply do this, sweep us this time, and then reverse, and then I would be happy to get into it. Unfortunately, I only do that on the New York Open, the first 3 hours of the New York Open. So after 8 a.m. my time, I will no longer trade like that. I will actually no longer trade at all, but that's my bias. That's how I do it, man. Usually it will follow the trend. Roger that. Roger. I had a coffee, man. I'm a little bit excited. I've only actually had half of a coffee. Coffee is so much more powerful than tea. Jesus, man. Jesus. Oh, look at those shoulders. Oh my God. Boom. Cool. Oh God. UJ. This is just a platform for me to flex for an hour in the mirror, because I look at myself on the screen. I just flex and I just look at myself. Wait, I didn't even make this. Guys, I got a new this one. Go XLR. I'm just waiting for the microphone. And then we can actually speak well. Okay, UJ. Let's look at UJ. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. What did we do here? Nothing. Oh. There's a lot of conflicting views on this chart right now. Okay, higher time frame, when in doubt, we're going to zoom out, right? So let's see how this reacted. We saw this demand being met. We didn't sweep that, so this is not a strong reversal point here, right? We are, however, kind of filling this area coming back down, but we're looking at the lower time frame now. Did this get filled? Yeah, that got filled. Did it? Oh shit, wait, did that get filled? Damn it. Yeah, that got filled. I don't know. I can, this is one of those charts where I don't know if I can give you any information on, unfortunately. This is cool. Maybe some other people have some views on this. I don't even think I could take a guess of what direction it would go. That's what's crazy. If I had to guess, I would just say down, because that's the trend, right? I would say it would come back down here and give another go on the higher time frame. On the lower time frame, we are in a downtrend. We're going to continue that downtrend. The only thing that we're seeing here is this wicking below those lows there. We saw a strong reversal sign here, and then we're just kind of stopping people out. So this is faking people out, right? Getting into thinking that it's going to go bullish after we're meeting this demand, right? So we see this demand here, and then we bounce off of it, make people think that it's going to go for a rally. They all buy in, and then we stop them out. But if we're looking at, you know, the actual candle right here, it doesn't look very good, right? It looks like I'm going to be wrong, right? Because it just keeps coming down. The momentum isn't continuing. But that's what I was thinking. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to be wrong just by how it's acting right now. It might go for another little rally down and then back up, but I don't know, dude. Okay, so if it breaks this low, we're going to come down here. I suspect. If it closes below that low, that teal line there, we'll come down to this guy. If not, we're going to rally to this guy. Yeah. So that's all I can really say about that. I'm trying to give you guys as best information as I can. So the two options is close below here, it's coming here. And if it doesn't, then you can get a long up to here. That's all. That's all we can do. You know what's stronger than coffee? Okay. That's what he said. What's going on with NU? All right. NU. How do you know if something got filled? What did we just look at? We looked at UJ, right? So this is what you're probably referring to. So generally, if I'm going to draw supply, I'm going to be drawing it at the candle open before the drop, right? To the high, right? That's going to be my supply. And that's how I'm going to look to enter. Is I don't enter blindly unless it's quick. But my ideal entry would be right here, essentially, to put it very loosely. My ideal entry would be something like that, right? In a supply zone, because I'd be using that candle body. That's what I define as my entry. But sometimes it comes to the wick, and then I will check that off and say, boop, okay, it's been filled because that same candle wick has been touched. So now I don't have any reason for this to actually come all the way back up here. But most likely, if it does rally here, it's going to break this wick to that and then come back down, right? Most likely. It'll break this high, stop people out, and then come back down. Yeah, most likely. Because there are more resting orders here, because there's greedier people than these people. Just like me, I'm the greedier person that sits at the further back. But I do define this as filled because now this area is weaker. So now I don't want to get in on that entry anymore. But I can still use it as an option. Let's look at NZD. Can you give me advice? How do you stop yourself from staring at your trade the whole day once you've entered? You day trading? intraday trading, I assume. If you're swing trading and you're staring at the trade all day, then you got serious problems because it's barely moving. But if you're day trading, you can set some sort of weird rule for yourself, like look only on the hour, something like that. You know, it's a hard thing to control your own discipline, just like it's a hard thing to not eat the bag of chips that you bought immediately after buying them, right? You leave them in the cupboard and you have the self-control to know that you could go and open that bag of chips and eat them, just like you could go open MetaTrader and look at it, but it's not going to do you any good. It's just going to make you more paranoid or more fatter, right? Whatever you're doing there. So what you do have to do is, you know, you say, maybe I'll look at it on the hour or whatever. I don't know what your trading style is, but you have to create some sort of rule. Once you're in profit, do you put your stops to break even? Only after, roughly, I take one profit. But the better way to put it is after the level has broken to a new high. So if I put this as an example, we're going to look at NU in a second here. Trini, 1 second. If I say that I entered here, for example, right? And my stop is there, just as an example, and, you know, profit is wherever. What I do is I wait for consolidation. I wait for pullbacks to previous levels, right? So that this would get filled, right? So if I was running here, and I would never move my stop until here, actually. Why is that? Because this zone, I would fully expect it could come all the way back down, retest that, and then continue up. So either once it's been tested once and then move to the next level, I'll move my stop behind it. But I know that if I move my stop to break even after here, it could easily just do this, stop me out, and then continue. So that's why I don't move my stop until very, very late. But in this case, it doesn't come back to test it and eventually consolidates and then completely breaks out of that range, right? So once we've completely broken out of a range, this doesn't count as a range because it's still climbing. It has to go sideways. It has to actually make kind of a new low here, if that makes sense. This is just making higher highs. It's going straight up. This actually came down and made like a low and then broke the range. Then I would move it right here. Or here, actually, because then it acts as this case. I would move it wider because this is obviously an area for stops and they could hunt it. Let me see what happened. Yeah, see, like this is the example, right? It hunted those stops. So this was really obvious that there's stops here and here. So it hunted those stops and then rallied. Yeah, and then look. This is that untested area that it's bouncing off of now, right? And then it could rally up here. So that's why we move our stops really, really slowly. But once you're in like massive profit, then just go ahead. Go ahead and start moving it forward because you don't want to lose all that profit. But you got to wait until you're in like really good profit. All right, we're going to look at NU here because Trini's been waiting a while. I think we wanted this to come up more because we were seeing this massive sweeping action there, filling all of this area once again on the higher time frame. Even though we did see kind of this gap being filled and coming back down, it looks more like this is kind of a bear flag and that's a huge ass stop hunt, and we're coming up for the rally here. So I am bullish on NU. I was bullish on NU also yesterday, and this has dropped back down. It's now filled this zone, right? So we're happy with what's happened on the downside. We're completely satisfied with everything here. Notice this untested area being filled once again and rallying back up. Where's this going to go to? First of all, it'll go here, right? It's going to come up here. Second of all, it's going to come up here. So if you do want to get into a trade here, a long would be a decent idea. I don't know what this line is, but actually I think it's lined up there. a long here would be a decent idea. You just got to look for a pullback into a untested zone, right? We'll look at a 5 minute right here. If you could get in on this one, the top there, and then put your stop below, that would make sense. You could put it here because if it goes below there, it's going to break below here, right? So there's no point in putting it lower. And then if it goes below there, it's going to break there because we've already tested this zone. And you're going to go all the way down here. So your stop would have to be massive, right? So that's why we're putting a tight stop, right here. Oh, right here even. Right here is even fine. That's a decent trade right there. The reason we can also put this here, look at this. Notice this low. If we look at the 1 minute, we actually see a stop hunt right here. And this was a massive momentum shift, right? See that massive momentum shift right there. So we know that if that momentum shift is broken, then we can assume we're wrong. So you can easily put your stop right here because this was a stop hunt. This is actually a beautiful, beautiful setup. I love this setup. This is why I'll sometimes look at the 1 minute because you'll see something like that. This is great. Such a good chart actually. And then what do? You target this one because that's the untested zone. Take your profits there also. Maybe a little bit here. And you're good. You get a 5-hour trade right there. Good stuff, Trini. Does it stream every day? Yeah, Erkin, I haven't seen you before. I stream most days. I take off some Mondays. Monday's my most likely chance for me not to stream because we're kind of getting back from the weekend. There's not as much going on Mondays, so I won't be looking as much on Mondays. But every day that I'm around and there's stuff going on, I'll stream. You never stop learning. That's good, man. Sweeps. EJ had 3 wicks, 3 sweeps, eh? What time is it here? 8:20 a.m. What do you do when you cannot see a setup? You don't trade. Come on, man. You could have answered that question yourself. Think about it. If you don't see a setup that you know the probability of winning, like probability, you need to know the exact percentage chance of winning before you take any trade ever. That's my strong opinion. If you don't know that 52% of the time you will make 1.5 R on this setup, don't be trading. Do more backtesting. That's my opinion, man. Don't ever trade a setup that you don't know the edge, because then you're just gambling. Not even that. You're not, you know, yeah, I know it's laggy, dude. I've explained this. I have 1 megabyte upload speed today. It'll be fixed Monday. Okay. So after yeah, what was I saying here? I want to look at EJ also because a buddy pointed out there. I set myself up to never open MetaTrader. Occasionally check the trade progress on TradingView. Yeah, totally. That's a good way to do it, Trini. I think you're referring to that when the guy asked how to keep your mind sharp or whatever, you know, how to keep your mind off of the trade. Oh yeah, I was talking about, yeah, what do you do when you don't see a setup?